This is the rest of the dough, and I thought I'd maybe show you that instead of the knife, you can use the scissors to kind of cut off. This is the clay, I keep thinking clay. This is the dough I'm going to use for the decoration. Because at this point, I have to reserve and save this. And then this. This is going to be the loaf. Oh, the shape that goes in here. So I thought on this one I would show if braiding is like the rolling out the dough is too much that you only want to do it twice, or braiding is something that you are not a fan of. We can do a spiral, which is a great alternative if you want kind of like a little bit of a shortcut. So I think I'll do a spiral for the outside here. And then I might play around with daffodils, how to make a daffodil on here. Just as a fun challenge for me, because I only make this once a year. So now I have to consider what I'm going to need for the daffodils. I think this will be enough. So then this will be the clay remaining. The dough remaining. So this is a good amount of dough, and I'm going to use my scissors to cut this in half. And then I start in the center and I roll out. I start in the center and I roll out. And I'll just keep doing that, even if this kind of goes back on itself. Repeatedly, it will start getting longer and longer and longer. If I notice one area is thicker, then that's where I'll focus kind of starting, because that's where the most pressure is. You can see it's getting longer and longer and longer. So that's a good length to go all the way around. So now I'm going to do that to the other one. So I want to get this one to be roughly the same length. And I would recommend not putting a whole lot of flour. This is working out a lot better than the first one I did. So that's good, I figured that part out. So now, instead of having to braid, I only have 2. So now I'll hold this so it's kind of taut, and then I'll spiral this around the other one. If I don't hold this end, it will come unwound. And you do want a fair amount of space here. So you don't need to worry about what one goes when, because it's always one going over the other one. Now you got your spiral. So this will easily come undone if I don't hold on to both ends. So I have to make sure to hold on to both ends while I bring it over to my pan. And then I'm going to make sure both ends are tucked underneath, and then I can kind of stretch this. So it is nice. This is pretty stretchy dough. There you have your spiral. So now it's kind of like a wreath. You definitely have this end, and I'm going to have everything grow out of that spot there. So I'm going to roll a couple of really little coils, and I'm going to do my leaves, and then I'm going to do the flowers on top. So that's actually enough for both stems. Maybe I'll do 3. Who knows? Maybe I'll get. Yeah. Maybe 1, 2, 3. So remember what I'm going to do here to make sure these stay where I want them to. I'm going to bring them over to the pan. I'm going to use the starting point. So I tuck that in there. Then I'm going to bring this up with the knife and stab it into there. Stab it into there. And now for the leaves, I'm going to keep these on the thicker for a coil, and now I'm going to use my finger to smush it flat because I want it to be thicker as a leaf. So another leaf here. Another leaf over here. I think we're going to be in good shape. So this is where it's at right now. I have to make 3 flowers out of this, and I'm going to see about making, you know, if a daffodil has the flowers on the outside and the flower on the inside, kind of the two. We're going to see about doing something like that. So I'm going to pinch this out. And then we'll do that three times. 1, 2, 3. And those will be their centers. And these we're going to keep like that. I have a plan. So in this one, we'll have to do something with this. maybe I'll turn this one into a butterfly. How about that? Okay. So we have our parts. This one's gonna go here. There. And there. So I first just place them on. And I'm going to stab each petal along that edge so I know it's stuck on there and it's not going to poke up. And this is going to go in the center. And I'm going to go X in the center so I know that's stuck on there. So you'll notice this is not about a detail, and it's probably going to get lost in the oven, but it's still fun. And then here I'm going to stab and stab. We will see how that turns out. It might look like a blob. And then here, I wanted to, this was my plan. I want to just snip I've had breads do really crazy things, so I never really expect it to look like I have here. But now, here I've got the flowers, the stems, the leaves, and that was my last little piece of extra dough I stuck there as a butterfly. Now I'm going to put this egg wash on top, and then this one will be ready for the oven as well.